friendly. Everyone's kind of starting to move around. Jasmine, I see this kind of, every day you try to sell real estate, but usually from March, I said through September, it's usually the hottest part of the real estate year. When everybody kind of make their moves and everybody getting ready to relocate and stuff like that. That spring brings about a change in the marketplace. So if you are not doing that, you should be. If you're not cold calling, you should be. If you're not sending out mailers right now, you should be. Because right now everybody is active. And so I got a house over in Philmar. It's at 14422 Heron Street. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house, brand new everything. We have it listed at 449. A little high for the square feet, but they've done, a complete remodel of this property. Cool home, 1 bath. Cool home with about a 7,200 square foot lot, lots of space for either RVs, additional cars, that type of thing. If you want to hold an open house, see me. I'd be glad to work with you if you try to pick up some buyers. I held it open this past Sunday, and I had a lot of people come through there. So people are out, people looking, And so again, that's what I got going right now. I'm waiting on some other stuff. Hopefully, I have real soon. But let's knock some doors. Let's make those phones ring, And so, Bill, I'm finished. If you're ready, they're ready for you.
Thank you, Rodney. How about it for Rodney? Hey, I wanted to go over a few things this morning that are some improvements that we're making to the company. And let me see if I can just get back to the site that Bonnie had. Okay, all right. Okay. Turn that light off. A couple improvements to the company. One of the things that I've discovered is that our marketing has room for improvement as a company overall. And I engaged the services of 2 different marketing groups to help us with that market improvement. And a couple of things we've had is some brainstorming sessions to determine what is it that people see as a valuable item to be a part of. I shouldn't say item, a valuable reason why they want to be a part of our firm. And so I asked people, what is the unique marketing proposition, and why are you here? So I just want to go around the room and just ask the question of the ones that are here in this meeting today, and just get your opinion on it, and just be as honest and as forthright as you can. It's not going to hurt my feelings if you tell me something that's not going to be something that I'd love to hear, but I want to hear it because I want to improve. Okay? So who would like to go first? I didn't hear you. Did somebody say something? Why are you here? Sure, I can. Okay, so don't focus on this piece. You don't need to focus on this piece. This is a question that I'm just doing an informal survey. Why are you here? Is it because you have no other place to go? You're here because your wife said you better not move, or are you here because you think I'll break your knees if you leave? I mean, why are you here? Yes, William. Because I love real estate as a career. Okay, but you could be at any company and love real estate as a career. That's not my question. But that's the first honest answer. Okay, well, that's your answer. Okay, then. My initial answer to the question. Now, what am I here for? That's a different question. No, why are you with this firm is the question. Why am I with this firm? This firm. Why am I here with Mel Wilson and Associates? That's the question. Okay, we'll come back to you. Anybody else want to chime in? Yes.
I'm here because I believe in what you guys are doing, and I think that you guys will help me with my potential goals and career objectives.
Very good. Okay. Did everyone meet Jasmine already?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Thank you, Jasmine. Oh, you want me to come back to you? Go right ahead.
My answer is very simple. started my career in real estate, I felt that the most important thing about the company that I associated with was how I felt about the broker and the synergy of the office, and my determination was that here with Mel Wilson, and of course I was already here, he adopted me.
You adopted me.
But again, it was still a choice I was able to make. You know, we're free agents, so to speak, and Mr. Wilson provided for me what I felt was most important, and it's that family environment and atmosphere where everyone cares for one another, everyone helps one another, and you know, and of course he's got so much knowledge to share with us, and his skills that would be why I stayed here.
Okay, so why you're here and why you remain here. Thank you. Okay, and this is not like a, hey, Mel Wilson, you're great kind of thing. This is not what this is about. This is trying to get your opinion of why you're here, and maybe you're thinking about making a move and going somewhere else, and that's okay too. All right. So I'm not trying to get you to give me accolades and make me feel good. This is about taking an honest assessment of what we do and why are you here and what would make it better. I guess that would be a follow-up question. Keith.
I also love you as a person, but I see a lot of room for improvement.
Okay.
Just resources. I mean, I definitely seen other companies where they actually have like, you know, all the like mailers where you can put together things that are readily available. There's a lot to I've seen. Why am I here? It's you, and I know you don't want.
I know you were here because of your dad.
It's also the way you treat my father, and you know how much money I have.
Okay, thank you.
Myself is, besides that I have owned a company before, and I
So tell them a little bit about that. You had your own company. You want to?
Yeah, I have my company before, and I had it for 9 years. And the purpose for why it was closed down, and I don't know if I have enough time, but when I was interviewing companies, I know I was with by my husband, you know, because I know about that he's Christian, and we really look into, you know, the spiritual life of everybody else. So, and that really attracted my attention to come to the company. Not only that I saw what he has to offer, but, you know, I think it's a great company. We just all are in this company, and we all have to make it shine, you know, because if we don't work the way we're supposed to work, then, you know, we can go to any other company and we're still not going to do our job. Or like he said, other opportunities somewhere else, like the mailing here and there. But there are rigid fees that they charge. And like, you know, like on the buyer side, I would say, you know, I think it's a great idea if we all, you know, because that's revenue for the company, and without revenue for the company can help us more, but we're not doing it. And I'm doing it because I feel like, you know, because I own a company before and I know what the overheads are in the company. So I charge like a fee for the buyers, like $3.99 on the buyer side. And that fee, I feel like, you know, it could belong to the company, and the company could offer more to us if we bring more revenue to the company. If we don't, of course, I mean, we got to see the overhead that the company, you know, spending that working on. So there's only so much a company can do if we can do more for them. So that's what I think, because I own a company before. So, but why am I here is because I think it's a great company, and I think it's also it's helping me And every time I come to a meeting, I come because I wanted to learn more and more and more, because every single day we're learning. It's not like, oh, I know it all, but I'm here because I want to keep on learning, and I like the environment of everyone. It's like everybody is like close. We're like family. I like that.
Thank you. All right, anyone else? And I don't want to force you if you don't have a comment. That's okay not to have a comment too. But if you do have one, whether it's, you know, complimentary or things for improvement, I'm okay with whatever you say. Okay, we're gonna go. Anybody else before he goes second time? Okay, go back. You're on, William. Okay.
I got asked twice at the open house over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Mel Wilson and such?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who is Mel Wilson and such? It's probably one of the things that when we work for a small single company, we have to answer that question out there. And I, respond to these individuals and again, because this is part of answering the question.
Mm-hmm.
And of why I'm here. And I explained to him, I said, well, you might not know Mr. Wilson as a public household name yet, but within the real estate industry, he is very well known and respected, and I go into leading us through the information and technology and getting our realtor organization up and running on the technology level, which is one of the things that is appreciated about being here. And pushing us to make that change too, to go paperless. And so I explained to them his involvement with our board of realtors over the last 33 years, and they seem to then all of a sudden understand that there's a value of that company.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Anyone else? Okay, Virgil, you were going to say something earlier, and I think you got cut off.
The reason why I left the job was we closed the hardest whatever because of mail.
Okay. Thank you all. Okay, so I got your assessment. I'll add those into the other ones that I already have. And I want to thank you all for your openness. And if you have others, feel free. Feel free to let me know. You don't have to do it in a public forum. You can email me, text me, call me, take me out to lunch, whatever. You tell me. Just kidding. But seriously, I would ask you to share that with me. Out of all the things that we do well, in my view, as I look at our company and I compare our company with other companies, I think the area that I feel that we are the weakest in is actually telling our story. I don't think we're very good about letting people know what we do, why we're here, why would you come here when you, as an independent contractor, you can go anywhere you want to. You can open up your own company, as Anna has ran her own company for almost a decade. You can, there are lots of companies out there, and they're all asking for you to come work with them all the time. I get it, but you choose to be here. So what I am looking to do as I look at us and me as the leader of the company, what can we do differently? How can we do it better? And I think a large part of it is marketing. Marketing, one, for just generating leads, because the source of our business is leads that we get and how we convert those leads into opportunities for clients that we can help, and ultimately in the contract that we can close with them. But also, how can we attract other like-minded agents like you to come work with us? If they don't know that we exist, they don't know why you're here, then, they're happy where they're at for the most part, unless somebody irritates them enough. And I'll tell you, in the area right now that we work, in both of our market areas, there's some things that are starting to irritate some of our colleagues who work for other firms. One of them is that when a company relocates, it creates an opportunity for an agent to make a decision: do I relocate there, or do I relocate to a different company? And I see some things that are going to happen within the next few months where a large number of the companies in our region, they will either be relocating or changing some significant things that they offer their agents. One of them is that they're going to be relocating their office, and I think that if we can provide that proposition that, wow, we should look at Mel Wilson and Associates as an option before we make our decision. And so I'm trying to figure out how I can do a better job as a company leader to get that message out that we are here and we are somebody that they should consider. The other thing that causes people to leave is that if a company changes its commission splits, if the company readjusts the compensation plan for agents that work with them, then that's an irritant. You know, they'll put up with a lot of stuff, but when that happens, they're like, then they think about changing. So, and that's happening with one of our large competitors too, a competitor that's right on the boulevard that has multiple offices, almost 1,000 agents. They're starting to look at the commission split that they're offering their agents, and I think some of those agents are going to want to make a decision to move somewhere else, and I'm hopeful that we can do that. So be that other options that they move to. So I have one of my marketing consultants took a look at our strategy, and here's what they told us that we need to do. We need to look at marketing and targeting our markets to buyers, targeting our market to sellers, targeting our markets to first-time agents or new agents, and also to experienced agents, so we can get both. I'm excited that we have a relationship with Cal State University at Northridge, my alma mater. I'm very proud to be a part of that university. I'm thankful that I have a good relationship with them for the last 40 years. And so Jazz Marie is just the beginning of what we'll see with some talent that's coming from Cal State Northridge that will be over here interning with us, and they'll be learning the real estate industry from the inside. They'll be learning about an agent's world, how they can become an agent if they choose to do that, but they'll also be learning how to run a real estate company too, in case one day they decide they want to run their own company. And so some of them have expertise in marketing, some of them have expertise in research, some in law, some in finance. And so we'll be looking at a number of different interns who will be coming on board, volunteering their time with us, working with us, and they'll help me understand a better way of how we can get our message out on the marketing side. Let me tell you a little bit about what I think we can do to improve ourselves, but let's just look at some of the facts. Facts are that 90% plus of the consumers are using the internet when they search for a home. Almost 70% of them go onto a website. I start looking at our website, and although our website is only about 1.5 years old, I looked at it and I compared it with some of our competitors' websites, and I wasn't pleased with what I saw in our website. And so let me kind of share with you, just to be totally, if I can, candid with myself and with you about what would cause a consumer to look at a website. Let me see if I can find this for a moment. Just give me a moment, okay? And so we're looking at changing some of the faces of our website. Let me share with you what our website looks like now. It looks like this. See if we can pull that up. Okay, so that's what happens when you come to our website. Now, the functionality of our website, we have, I don't know if you can all read this here, but you know, we have these tabs up here, the home, about, the about page is, if we don't have your photo on our website, would you please get us your photo and your little bio so that we can put it on our website, because I think a large part of what makes us different is the people who actually work here with our company. You are a diverse group. Folks, you're very talented, you have multiple levels of experience. But I look at the website, and my idea when they originally designed this website was to have photos of properties that you had listed, and we could tell the consumer, your clients, hey, we can market your property on our website. But the reality is that the majority of the consumers who go to a website, they don't want to look at a house that looks like this. I mean, just the reality. I thought it would be a good marketing, but I'm willing to change, and no one told me this. I just came to this conclusion myself by just searching around, looking at other companies' websites. So what we're going to do is we're going to change our website so you don't have it like this. We're going to have some beautiful photos of properties, and let me see if I can share with you. For example, this is the website that we put together, and it's just a test website. You know, this is not the final one here. This just gives you a sample of some of the things that would make a website look better. So this is one here that looks better in my view than the website that we are operating under, right? Would you all agree? Yep. Okay. All right. So let me see if I can go back and look at a website here. Some of you may have seen this company's website before, and this is one of our neighboring companies. They have about 1,000 agents that work with them. But when you go to their website, hopefully when it opens up, I probably have too many programs open right now. So let me see if I can close some of these programs so it won't be so slow. Okay. All right. This is a website that we designed for young people who we are trying to get to join our company. So this is, it talks about a career in real estate, be a part of something bigger, and also, flexible schedule, no cap on your income. So we're trying to appeal to a younger crowd of people. So this is another one of the websites that we have. If you go to some of the tabs here, we have a licensing school that we have a relationship with, so it makes it easy. They can go online to our site, get a discount for renewing their license or for getting a license issued to them. So these are little things that we're doing. I have a blog that's on the website, which the blog will be changing as well, so that it'll be more dynamic and not be the same thing all the time. So you see young people here, and then it'll have some information about, graduating soon. Why would you want to join a real estate company? So that's one of the things that we have that we're experimenting with. So let's see if I can go back and find the competitor's website. Let's see here. What did I do with this thing? Let's see if I can drag this over here. Pardon?
Your second Mozilla tab?
Okay, this one here?
No, the second one.
This one. That's that one. Yeah, sure. No problem. No. Let me see if I can find the one that says law. I think it's this one here. All right, so that's one of our competitors. So when a consumer comes to that website, this is what they see. People want to look at a house that's a dream house. They don't want to look at a house that's the house that they actually have to buy. Right? So this website to me is much more appealing and more attractive. This is my opinion. You can agree or disagree, but this one here is something that says, oh yeah, I want to buy a house, and maybe they only could afford a $225,000 house, but they want to look at $1 million house, right? And so that's one of them. I'll share with you another one and see if I can go to KW. Okay. All right. I'm sorry it's taking so long. So here's their website. Jazz Marie has an assignment. Hopefully this will help you out, Jazz Marie, when I email you these links so you can take a look at our website and compare it with some other folks. So you see what they have. They have a place where you can search for property. The most important functionality or feature on a website for real estate really is searching for homes. That's what consumers want to see the most, is how can I search for a home. And so you can see here they have this on their website, this large piece here, how you can search for a home. And so we're going to have something like that. It may not be that size and that location, but you see in the background they have lifestyles. And so what we're talking about is we sell lifestyles. That's what we sell. That's what consumers buy. They buy a lifestyle. But look at these different images here. So you may or may not like that as compared to this one, for example. But nevertheless, that's what folks are seeing, and I think it's much more attractive than what we are showing so far. But that's going to change. So we're working on some improvements that will help our company branding and help our image, so that you can feel more comfortable directing people to our website and feel like, oh wow, they'll go on the website, they'll search for homes, and then they'll reach back out to you to make an appointment to actually purchase that home. Here's another one of our competitors, very successful company in the area. You all know this company, and this is what they have on their web page. So they have all the tabs here. I don't see the changing of the photos. Maybe it's taking its time to load up. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's taking some time to load. But one of the things I want to have is I don't want it to take a long time to open up. I want when a consumer go to our web page, I want them to be able to get on pretty quick, because people have a very low tolerance for, you know, computers nowadays. It used to be when we got into business years ago. Right. Yeah, right. There was no computers, right? You have modems, right? But you see here, so this is a beautiful home here. That's what you find when you go to their web. Their website is pretty clean. They have a few tabs at the top, but overall it's just one picture. So what do you think about one picture versus multiple pictures that change? Any opinions? You like multiple? Multiple change? Okay.
Yeah, but what if your listing is run out?
What if your listing is what?
Run down property, like picture.
No, I'm just talking about the home page.
He's saying we're not showing this, we're just showing beautiful homes.
Right. You see, there's, you know, it just took a while for them to, for it to load up, but you see, they are changing their photos too. You see here, I don't know why you want to look at a wall, but I guess that's just a living room, a contemporary living room. But these are the photos that they chose, and we're going to do something that will make people more engaged, make them want to, encourage them, I should say, not make them, encourage them to want to be a part of our company site. Yes, Keith?
That will definitely 100% attract more agents to
Okay.
the company. In my opinion,
Okay.
I think it's critical, actually. You're an agent for a firm.
Right.
Personally,
Right.
I think it's important that if you want your face on there, you at least want it
Right.
in a really professional, I mean, like something, you know, like
Okay.
that.
All right, thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. All right, so let me see if I can go to a couple others, and just want to get your feedback. This is I think a Coldwell Banker website, and we'll take a look at theirs.
So can I,
You can speak,
make a suggestion?
of course.
Couple, a twofold suggestion. When we have listings, and this is not necessarily related to the site, but related to marketing,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you had the listings up on the site before. What I'm finding when I go to do a search, I'll put in like maybe a city or an area and homes for sale, and what comes up, and I get the Zillows and the Redfins and the Trujillos. And if I put in a specific address, in other words, I drove by a property and I put in a specific address like Valley Vista, you know, Zillow's coming up first, and Redfin and Trujillo and da-da-da-da. Now, you probably know more about how to, you know we have the services that will take the listings and push them into the search engine.
Mm-hmm.
So if we had an avenue by which we could have somebody that submits the individual listings into that method, that they get them all submitted in up on the search site. So when they search that address, the listing from L. Wilson and Associates will show up, not Zillow or Redfin first.
Well, you know, we're working on that, and that's a long-term project and a large investment. Firms pay for search engine optimization strategies for someone who's just sitting around to try to get the proper keywords and the proper placement so that their photos and their properties appear early on in the process. And so there's a lot of back office things that have to go on. If you have a site that has a video and a lot of other stuff in it, it enhances your ability to get pushed forward by Google and some of the others to be one of the first ones to come. And then some of it is paying for it. If you pay for click, for example, if you're willing to pay for every impression that a person makes on your site, that will enhance your site too. So there are a lot of different strategies we're trying to figure out, and part of this marketing piece that we're talking about today, we're going to be working on how can we do that, how can we improve our placement on the internet arena so that ours appears first, our website appears first, properties that we have on our in our inventory will appear first. All right. So thank you. That's a good comment. Yes.
I've even seen a real estate firm where actually when you're on the website,
Mm-hmm.
there's a little box that'll pop up and there's somebody actually live knowing what you're looking at. I don't know, just
Say that again.
so I'm trying to think of it so I can actually show you
Mm-hmm.
which website it was. But there is a real estate firm in the website
Mm-hmm.
that when you go on the website, there's a little box, a chat box and some guy will actually start typing, you know.
Oh, a chat box.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it blew my mind. I was like, holy cow. I mean, think about it. If there's somebody on your site, I mean, you know, somebody's looking at your site. I mean, it's definitely
That's probably something that someone invested into a person who was already available online to do a chat. Because there are some websites where they have a chat person and they pay them to sit there, and when some activity occurs, they just respond to your yes, William.
In the old days, we used to have floor time, up call,
Mm-hmm.
and a schedule, and you would sign up on that schedule. It would be cheaper.
That would actually be a good way to.
We have people that are here during the day that can sign up to be the chat.
Yeah, that would be actually awesome.
Okay.
It,
Are you taking
it's a
notes?
way of incorporating
I'll show you. That
what
would be awesome.
traditionally we call floor time into your
Yes.
electronic.
Could be
web.
chat time.
Yeah, it'd be like chat.
Chat time.
Thank you.
That way, when the email, the person hits the site,
Yeah.
chat, somebody receptionist.
That I need to know.
Refers to the agent.
But that would be awesome, what you just mentioned, because I'm not sure if that other person on the other end is an actual realtor, or is another company that just happens to handle the services for that real estate firm. If you had an actual agent on there,
No, I have a question.
Okay.
How many times-
Oh, hang on a second. Hang on. Let him finish up. Let me finish up.
No, you can't.
Go ahead.
Okay. How do they handle the phone calls here?
What typically happens is that if it's a sign and it's your sign, you get the call. Yeah, that's how we handle it. We haven't done any marketing in terms of paying for placement in magazines and things like that in some time, quite some time. But that's how they handle it. And when we were doing the marketing and we had generate calls, we would divvy out those leads to people. If the company had a ad placement and calls came in, they would divvy out those leads based on people who signed up. We used to have a sign-up sheet where when you got in the morning, you signed up. You want to take the first call, then it would go on rotational basis based on whoever signed up. Does that help you?
Yeah. But there's not too many signs out there, right? Does the company pay for the signs to be up?
No, we have generic signs, right? That those calls would come here, but we encourage the agents, frankly, to get their own signs so the calls come directly to them instead of them losing those leads. I think it's better as an independent contractor for you to have all your calls come to you and not have it filtered to somebody else. And it makes a real impression with the consumer when they call and somebody actually picks up the phone within a few minutes of the time the call was made. It's pretty impressive. And then you'll have a much better chance of actually engaging that person to come work with you versus going to the next person that they're going to look at on the internet.
I think it's a good idea also to have a sign with the agent's number and the office number, because sometimes they don't pick up their cell phone and they're able to call the office, and that lead will not be,
Totally lost?
always, yeah.
Well, I think that's really, that's an individual one. I'm sure a lot of agents would rather not give that call away to somebody else. But in terms of being in the best interest of the public, you're right. But when agents buy their signs, most of them want to keep their leads no matter what. That's what I've seen when I put on my agent hat. But as a consumer, I think it's better if that somebody responds to that consumer, because if you don't, that consumer is going to go somewhere else. They're not very patient.
So they will call another agent.
That's right. Okay, so here's a sample website here that we're looking at. And I don't know why they put this big old water tank in the back, but this is just a site, and somebody just show you what happened. Oh, okay. So you said, yes.
Can you go back up to the search bar, the part with the search box?
I can if I'm just trying to figure out how to do this thing here without disconnecting us. Yeah, let's see if I can do it. Okay, here we go. Yes.
Search Frisco, Texas homes for sale. I'm noticing that these boxes are saying search for your homes for sale.
Mm-hmm.
What about a title that says, what is your dream home?
Mm-hmm.
That's what the box is in there. In other words, something that gets their attention more than just search for your dream.
I agree with you. That's much more creative, and it gets people to use their imagination more. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me show you one more. We're almost out of time. I don't want to keep you for the time that we have here this morning. Here's another sample website, and I have one more after this. Mm-hmm.
Everybody's doing it.
All right. So this is another site.
That's really bad with a black background. Is that a picture of background? Things aren't showing up.
You're funny, Rodney. All right, so here's a picture here. All right, so here's a photo of another sample of a website, and you'll notice that they all have a lot of similarity to them. They all have some kind of a tab where you can go for other features other than just the search for home, and then they all have, in a prominent place, the ability for you to go online. And we have a direct feed in our website to the MLS, so it's very accurate information. And I tell people all the time, go to our website because the information is frankly more accurate than Zillow and Trulia and some of the others. Some of those firms, those are not real estate companies. They are, companies that are marketing companies, and their goal really is to get more people to make phone calls so they can sell subscriptions to realtors for zip codes and other kinds of things. And so it's in their interest to keep those properties up there for as long as they can. But, as a realtor, we have to abide by the MLS rules, and if we don't, we're going to get fined. So we can't keep properties up there for a longer period of time than it's been actually active. If you do, what will happen. You'll get this notice from the MLS saying, you got a violation coming up. So here's another one here, okay? So these are just different kinds of websites. I think we've probably looked at 7 or 8 of them so far this morning. I think all of them really are more appealing to me than when they go to our current website. That's my opinion. And you don't have to agree, but you can disagree if you wish. But if you agree, let me know. That's where we're moving to. We're moving to a better look, and part of what we're going to do is our marketing strategy. Let me see how I can get this thing minimized because it is. How do you make this smaller? Do you know? Thank you, Mr. Brainy. Thank you very much. All right, Rodney?
I think you're going to also have to add yourself a luxury kind of
Division?
Mm-hmm. Where, you got signs that might say, some luxury properties or something like that. So,
okay.
I don't know, high-end properties that hopefully we'll get. And then you also probably need to have your commercial side of things, too.
Yeah, we do. We already have commercial. We have that already. We have commercial cards for those who specialize in commercial. Yeah, we do. Mm-hmm. We do. We don't have luxury. I think part of it is we just didn't go down that road with the luxury one. Yes, Keith and William, and then I'm going to have to cut that. Yes.
To me, Mr. Wilson, I totally agree with you. It doesn't matter how many, it does matter how many features you have on the website. If it's not presented in a way where consumer. It shouldn't be geared towards me, but I'm telling you how I think, and I probably believe other people would too. It's the way it's presented too.
Right.
We've been having like
Yes, Virgil.
Well, instead of property, why did you put our building? We have presentable building.
We have a beautiful building. I agree with that. Yeah, at some placement, we probably could have that on our website. Not necessarily on the home page, but somewhere where if they're thinking about a career in real estate, we have the image of our building so they can see where they work. We have pictures of our parking lot because a lot of people have terrible parking where they work now. I'm going to move on because we have about 2 more minutes. I just wanted to walk you through some of these things here. These are some of the folks who provide online networking and marketing services. So a part of the marketing research, as I shared with you, we have 2 companies that are helping us do this. They're going to be taking a look at our placement on these different search engines here. Third-party blogs. We currently have blogs, and I encourage all of you to go to our homepage for our company website, and you can use the blog on your Facebook account. You can have it link, and we have blog messages that come out daily. So you can go on there, have it linked to your website, so it's almost like you have your own blog every day. So I would encourage all of you to enhance your own website by doing things that we're currently paying for. All right. A couple things that I want to change or tell you about changes. We are really looking to improve the way we look. We're looking to improve the way we do business. Anna, this is a good segue. You and I did not talk about this professional service fee, but I will tell you, beginning April 1, we are going to reinstitute a professional service fee for both the buyer side and the seller side. And we discontinued that about 4.5 years ago. As you may know, those of you who are here for quite some time, can you pass it? Pardon? Can you pass those down? The company had it, and frankly, the amount of fees that we make from it, we could have had enough money to add 2 other employees to help us. And one of the things we want to do is get a personal assistant. One of my strategies is to have a personal assistant that will be shared. And the agents who want to pay for their share of the personal assistant, they can have that personal assistant help them with their contact management system, with marketing, with getting ready for a mail piece, for all the different things that they want to do to market to their clients. Can you pass one down to your dad? Yeah. There you go. All right. And then lastly, another improvement, you know the space out here on the patio, I am now looking for furniture to improve that patio. We're going to have umbrellas and tables, and we're going to have planters out there so that we can use that space as well. I would encourage you, we're going to have some rules like, you know, we don't want smoking of any type on the patio, no cigars, no cigarettes, and none of that other stuff that you may be smoking. Okay, so none of that. And also, we're not going to allow children out there because we don't want anybody to crawl over and fall down and, you know, get hurt and we all get sued. That's the end of what I want to share with you today. It's 11 o'clock a.m. I want to thank you all for your opinions, and we're going to incorporate some of what you're saying into our marketing strategy so that we can have a greater appeal. Okay? All right. Thank you all. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It'll be after you get here, right? 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay. How are you? So you got to meet some of our crew? Yeah. We have a number of people. Let me turn off this. Hang on a second here.